Hey there, Jed Coburnus here from jedcoburnus.com. Off the Cuff podcast with myself and Cody Skokstead. And this right here, this audio, this video, this whatever you're seeing from this is called Talk Therapy. Just a tool that I use to mentally take a shower. Yeah, literally mentally take a shower. Because physically we take a shower, but when do we mentally wash off? When do we mentally let go of stuff, right? I don't think many of us do. I think we hold on to it, we bottle it up, and then we just become bitter, angry people. And that's the crazy part. That's the fun part. There is no part. I don't ever know what I'm going to say. I just hit record. That's kind of how that's exactly how Cody and I do the podcast. We do not talk about what we're going to talk about. We just hit record. We're literally just two buddies hanging out, recording what's happening. That's the fun part, man. Like, you just never know what we're going to say, never know what we're doing, never know anything. And we're just following wherever the conversation goes, wherever we want to do, whatever we want to set up and say, all right, what do we got today? How are you doing? Let's check in. Let's, think and talk and do and be. And, when's the last time you were hanging out with a friend and that would have been such a good conversation to record and put out to the world because it would have helped so many people? Do that. Do more of that. That's what we do. Does it help people? I don't know. It's gaining some crazy attention though, and that's incredible to me. It's incredible because we both knew when we first started that we had something, right? That we are doing something that nobody else is doing and that everybody else does at the same time. Like, everybody tries to create something that everybody wants, right? But for us, I feel like we are definitely doing something for people. And like an act of service, if you will, showing people, leading by example, Yeah, my ego is going to hop in there and say, not necessarily by example, because we're drinking, but like really, we do drink, we sit there, but we don't get wasted. We just casually drink and show people this is what friendship looks like. This is what it looks like to hang out and be and not worry about what anybody thinks and says, and put out the information and put out the videos that we put out. That's what it looks like. Here you go, world, this is what it looks like. If you're wondering, right? If you want to be entertained, if you want to, whatever it is, we're of service. We are of service, and that's the fun word, service. We serve. We all serve. If you think you don't, then you are massively mistaken. Your shit is broken. We all serve somebody somewhere, somehow, some way. It's how it works. It's just literally how it works. And the fun part about that is getting to know what kind of service you're good at. I don't even know what I'm good at. I suppose I'm good at the consistency. Yeah. Consistency. For me, it is not wondering what's next. I'm in the now most of the time. Getting to know myself and understanding what now looks like for me. Oh boy, somebody's in the ditch. So you may or may not know that I record these either on the way home from work or on the way to work. Be careful there, people. These roads are slicker than snot. Which I don't even know what that means. Like, have you ever stepped on snot? Like, is mucus from your nose slippery? It's weird to think about. Very weird to think about. But yeah, just kind of hanging out. Going slow. Go slow. Don't need to go fast. I put one out there called Go Slow to Go Fast. And here we are, right? I'm doing that because I don't want to hit the state trooper. That would suck. Like, oh, it's the sheriff. But either way, ouch, person. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, anybody, that in the state of Minnesota, it might be all states, I don't know, but in the state of Minnesota, you can't actually legally help anybody out of the ditch if they go into the ditch. Like, if they fall into the ditch or whatever it is, you can't help them out legally because you don't have a license to pull them out, or you don't have a certification. And I think on top of that, they think it's not safe for you to do that, and you're taking away the business from the towing company. And again, right, I don't know. I just remember hearing that or reading it. I think it was more or less hearing that. I don't know if I read that anywhere, but if that's true, that's kind of dumb. That's pretty dumb. Like, I just have to drive by somebody who's in the in the ditch. Like, if that's true, that's dumb. If it's not true, then I guess I'm just being an asshole when I drive by them, going, hey, I can't help you because I think the state tells me I can't. It's probably not true. Probably just making that bullshit up, but who knows? To make myself feel better, because I'm like, hey, you know what? The state says I can't. Which then I'm off the hook in my mind, going, well, sorry, I can't. But if I were that person in the ditch, would I be like, oh, dude, come on, you can help me? Like, anybody. Like, I need to get out of the ditch. Hello? It'd be like, yeah, I can't. The state says I can. It'd be like, that is a load of shit. Like, let's look it up on our phones because we can Google it, right? We can search engine it. I might stop using the word Google it, right? Thinking that one out loud just now, because Google is a brand, right? It's also a number, if you didn't know that, but Google is a brand, and every time you say, let's Google it, it would be like back in the early 90s, Just Do It, right, from Nike. Nike made themselves a brand, right? And like, I mean, anything, any which way is a brand. I'm a brand. We're all brand. But when you say Google it, you're just reinforcing the fact that Google owns everything. It's reinforcing the fact that Google has infiltrated our DNA. Whoa. Think about that one. That's what I literally was just like, holy shit. Ick. I don't know if I want that. And that's crazy to me, to think that something has changed the way I even think in my day enough to change the way I do something. Like, if I didn't know something before, we had to go to the library, right? Well, actually, the library was in our DNA. Just like Google is in our DNA. So maybe it's not a bad thing. But really, taking it a step further, if you really go deep and really go out there, you actually aren't learning anything new. You're not learning anything because you already know it. You're just experiencing it again. Like, we don't necessarily learn something new. Our souls have everything already. I know I'm losing people right now. People are like, this is where you lost me. Like, you're kind of wacko, right? You are freaking weird now. Yeah. Welcome to the crazy of Jed Kopernus, and I love it. But yeah, your soul already knows. Like, you already know every single all, right? You know all. It's already out there. It's really experiencing it again and writing your own story within your soul, within this moment, within this life you are living right now, which is very short and very fast, right? There is no slow. It's not slow. It's fast. Because when's the last time you went, whoa, that day just flew freaking by? Dare I say yesterday, right? Every day flies by. Because it's so quick. So quick. When you stop and think about what yesterday was, it went by so fast. And a lifetime does the same. It just does. You're not learning new things. You're just really bringing in the experience to your soul. And wisdom is there. Just got to go deep. Get in deep within yourself. And really start to notice that when you think you're awake right now, you're actually sleeping. Like, you're not awake. This is not awake for you. And I'm literally telling myself that. This is not awake for you. This is sleeping. You are dreaming. And as soon as you can grasp onto that you're dreaming, then it gets really fun. Because then you can make it whatever you want. You're in your dream right now. Some would call it a nightmare. But it doesn't matter. You control that. Like, you get to create whatever it is that you see, feel, do, think, experience. You just don't know it yet. Lift the veil of ego. Tell that voice inside of your head, tell that thing that you know is like, ugh, I can't, I don't want to, to be like, no more. I accept you. I love you. Bring it in. Hug it. Love it. And then let your soul, let your deep down, like, guide you. What if, last thought here, what if you could sit there and not move in the morning every single day until you were called to move? Not wake up by an alarm, that's it. Like, you were called with your deep down, with your soul, with your understanding of self, whatever you want to call it. Then you move with intention of that. What would that look like? I'll leave you with that thought. Leave myself with that thought, right? Like, yeah, let's do that. So there you have it. That's some pretty profoundness today. Hit that like, comment, throw me a comment out there. Maybe I'm wrong on all this. Who knows? Hit the like, share, comment button, whatever it is. Thank you for listening. And as always, if you're willing to change from the neck up, then you will change from the neck down. I believe in you. Now it's your turn to start believing in yourself. Stay safe out there. Be blessed. Bye for now.